Paris wakes before the sun, not because it wants to, but because survival demands it. By dawn, over 500,000 people are already stirring inside one of Europe's most crowded and unequal cities. Paris in the 1600s is not a city of romance. It is loud, foul-smelling, and dangerous. Disease is constant, hunger is common, and where you wake up determines the kind of life you will live and how likely you are to lose it. Today we follow Paris through a single day, from sunrise to curfew, across every layer of society to understand what daily life really looked like in early, modern Europe's greatest city. As first light spills over the rooftops, church bells begin to ring. They mark the hours, summon prayer, and control the rhythm of life. For the wealthy, dawn is an inconvenience. For laborers, it is an order. In the eastern districts, entire families rise from single rooms. Some sleep on straw, others on bare wooden boards. Privacy is non-existent. Children wake early, not for school, but for work. By age 8 or 9, many are already apprentices, messengers, or beggars. Water is fetched from communal wells. Waste runs openly through the streets. The smell of smoke, refuse, and human life hangs thick in the air. Across the Seine, in stone townhouses near the Louvre, servants wake even earlier. Fires are lit, floors are swept, breakfast is prepared for masters who will never ask how their day began. Paris is awake and already divided. By mid-morning, the city is in full motion. Markets erupt with sound. Vendors shout prices for bread, fish, vegetables, and cheese. Bread matters more than anything else. A working family spends up to half its income on it. If prices rise, riots are never far behind. Women dominate these markets. They bargain hard, knowing a single mistake could mean hunger by nightfall. Workshops open across the city. Blacksmiths hammer iron. Tailors stitch clothes that clearly mark social rank. What you wear in Paris announces who you are and what you are allowed to be. Guards patrol major streets. Crime is common. Theft and violence are everyday risks. Justice is swift, public, and often brutal. Order exists, but barely. At noon, Paris becomes a stage. Carriages roll through narrow streets carrying nobles dressed in silk and lace. These clothes are not decoration, they are political signals. Most Parisians will never see the king, but they feel him everywhere, through taxes, soldiers, laws, and authority. Near the Latin Quarter, students crowd lecture halls and taverns. Ideas circulate here, about science, religion, and power. Some are revolutionary, most are dangerous to speak aloud. Paris is not just a city of labor, it is a city of tension between tradition and change. As the day drags on, exhaustion sets in. Dock workers unload barges along the Seine. Laundry women scrub clothes in freezing water. Builders repair streets that never seem to improve. Injuries are frequent. Compensation is rare. Hospitals exist, but they are overcrowded and underfunded. Charity fills the gaps, often provided by religious orders. Begging is regulated. The city distinguishes between the deserving poor and the dangerous poor. Orphans and widows may receive aid. Able-bodied beggars risk arrest, imprisonment, or forced labor. And still people keep coming. Paris grows relentlessly, fed by migrants fleeing famine and war. The city promises opportunity. Often it delivers only struggle. As the sun sets, Paris changes. Shops close, markets quiet, the streets grow darker and more dangerous. There are no street lights, only lanterns and moonlight guide the way. Curfew approaches. Anyone caught outside without reason risks arrest. Night watchmen patrol, but they are few. Criminals know the streets better. Inside taverns, cheap wine flows and rumors spread. Fear of plague, rebellion, and war hangs heavy. Memories of past civil wars are still fresh. Families bolt their doors. The wealthy retreat behind walls. The poor huddle together for safety. By full dark, Paris falls into an uneasy silence. Some pray, some plot, some die unnoticed. In the poorest districts, sickness claims lives quietly. In noble quarters, candles burn late as alliances are negotiated and futures decided. The city does not sleep, it waits. Because tomorrow, everything could change. A rise in bread prices, a new tax, a single rumor from court. In Paris, history does not announce itself. It arrives through ordinary days like this one. A single day in 1600s, Paris reveals a city balanced on the edge. a place of brilliance and brutality, of culture and cruelty, of power concentrated at the top. These daily inequalities did not fade, they hardened, and over time they would explode, reshaping France and the world. The echoes of these ordinary days, of hunger, ambition, fear, and hope, still shape the modern city today. If you enjoyed this journey through 16th century Paris, please comment below what city and era you would want me to do next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.